Jamie Foxx is confirmed for the Spawn reboot.
As Spawn?
Well, yeah, of course.
Interesting.
Jamie Foxx, I've not seen anything for a long time.
He's in Baby
Yeah.
Driver.
Yeah, sure. He has a game show on ABC
Yeah.
now.
Does he
Or
really?
something,
Beat
yeah.
Shazam.
Yeah. It's not great.
Well, that was some breaking news for the podcast. Welcome back to the Have You Seen a Podcast. I'm Mason Knight, joined here with Cash Kraus and Michael Falk.
What up? What up? Shout out to my mom who's watching right now.
Shout out to my mother as well.
How you doing, boys?
Well, doing as well as we can.
In this economy,
Yeah.
absolutely.
With this heat, man.
Oh,
Whew.
with
Yeah.
this heat, I get it.
Thank you. I'm
Because
glad you picked that up, Michael. There you go, boys.
Oh,
That's what the podcast is about.
right. We're talking
So
about Heat.
punny. Yes.
Heat, 1995.
Not to be confused with The Heat.
Yeah,
Okay, now you
completely
guys,
different movie.
your guys' film knowledge in viewership is way more experienced than mine. Yep. Have you guys both seen this movie before?
I have not seen this.
Oh,
movie.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've
That's
seen
why I
Heat.
wanted to watch it.
That's surprising. I'm really shocked because normally you watch a lot of these 90 movies.
I
It's
have
honestly
seen
surprising
most
me
of them.
that neither of you guys have seen Heat. Heat is fucking fantastic.
This is fantastic movie. Yes,
I'll
it was. I'll
go ahead and just give my
Yes.
review right now. But, Heat,
Just get right onto
yeah,
it.
Heat is one of my favorite. It's to me, it's the gold standard of heist films.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is pretty much as good as you can get. Very fucking tense. Every scene is really tense, especially when they're robbing places.
Yeah.
My God, but yeah.
And the amount of gunfire, goodness gracious. I was
Yeah.
like, how much ammo do these motherfuckers
Oh,
bring?
Yeah, it was incredible.
We'll talk about that scene later.
yeah,
but,
later.
But yeah, what you guys for the first time? Did you know anything about it going in?
I didn't know what the movie was about. I didn't know anything.
Really?
I watched the trailer that's on Netflix for it, so I knew everything that was shown in it.
yeah.
But other than that, no. I didn't know how many fucking people were in this movie.
Oh, this movie
Oh,
has
shit.
everyone.
Yeah, dude, it
Everyone
is-
from the 90s?
Yeah.
This is peak 90s right
It
now.
is.
After this, I'm pretty sure everyone in this movie's career went downhill. But this movie has fucking everyone in it. De Niro, Pacino.
You know who
and
fucking
Ashley
surprised
Judd.
me in this movie? Val Kilmer. Yeah, he surprised me. He was really good in this. I
Oh,
liked him.
this is arguably my favorite. This and Tombstone are one of my favorite Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer was
Tombstone.
yeah. You guys may not know because I don't know if you watched a lot of them, but Val Kilmer used to be the fucking guy. Like
Yeah.
if you wanted a successful movie, you got Val Kilmer in it. Now, obviously not the case.
Well, not the case with the last one he was in that we saw, which was one of the worst movies of the year,
yeah,
The Snowman.
but yeah, he ended up getting really weird and whatnot. But this is
bad.
peak. And I always forget Natalie Portman.
Yeah, young
Oh,
Natalie
no,
Portman.
young Natalie Portman, yes.
And even in this though, you can see how fucking good she is. She's
Great.
She's
She's
an
amazing.
actress. Yeah.
that was one, only because you bring up that character, that was the only thing that was slightly confusing and kind of felt like a side story.
Yeah, that was.
It was weird. It didn't really end
I
anywhere.
totally expected it to explain it somehow.
Yeah.
Like I totally thought that her stepdad was gonna ended up being one of the dudes in the crew. Mm-hmm. But so that was kind of weird. But
Yeah, I thought it was a little strange.
It's not to me because it's just a more realistic approach to where like
yeah.
I think it'd be dumb if like her stepdad ended up being like the cop or something that it's like
Which literally happened in Spider-Man Homecoming, that kind of thing.
yeah exactly.
happens in everything, so
Right.
that's why I expected it.
Exactly, but this movie just I thought it always shines a really I don't know as far as I know realistic life on that kind of life, you know.
Right.
But yeah.
You want to talk about realistic? There's clips of this movie shown to Marine recruits.
Yeah.
for
In the early
training.
2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
On the proper way to
to reload the gun in a firefight like Val Kilmer
right.
does.
And also
towards the
retreat,
end.
right?
Retreat under fire. Yeah.
In the shootout scene where they retreat, yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It really is. That's so cool. That just shows you how detailed this movie was, too.
Well, that's what really surprised me is that you guys have never seen that scene. That scene is unbelievably famous for how well it's shot and everything about that.
I
scene.
guarantee I've seen that scene.
You
'Cause
probably-
it wasn't
yeah.
like something
I
that I
had
was
to
like,
have,
whoa, I don't think
yeah.
I've never seen this before. It
Yeah.
felt
I mean, they
like I had to have seen it.
on any fucking like movie YouTube channel or whatever where they're like saying how to do a scene. That
Right.
scene is always like because that scene is just so fucking tense and realistic to me. Yeah, with everything. But yeah, well, so you guys liked it?
Oh yeah.
God, this movie
Definitely.
kicked ass too. It was 2 hours and 50 minutes.
It
It's a
was
long
a long
movie.
one.
There's a lot in this
Very
movie,
long
dude. There's a
movie.
lot going
So-
on.
But again, with
Dude.
these 3-hour movies, man, I'm never bored. I'm never like, oh
No, I
my
was
God,
not
when
bored
is
during
this
this one, that's for
movie
sure.
over? Never felt that way. You know, we watch a lot of Martin Scorsese films.
Yeah.
But we've never felt that way. And I know this is not a Martin film. I'm just throwing that out because De Niro works with him a lot.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm never bored. Not one time in this movie, the story was just so good.
Yeah, well, like Scorsese films, I mean, they're always 3 hours long. But like you said, you know, I never felt bored.
No.
I never feel bored because of these characters are just so detailed, and you really get a kind of a view of what their kind of life is.
Exactly.
With like everything with like Val Kilmer, and had that relationship with Ashley Judd and whatnot. And they were stressed, and he's kind of like into sports betting
Yeah.
and everything, so he needed fucking money. And then and Al Pacino, who's just the fucking king of overacting.
No kidding.
So good.
Right after this movie, he goes downhill. But this is peak Pacino for me too. Even though some of the scenes he's really crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell he's on fucking cocaine. In a
Oh,
lot of,
for
but,
sure.
but a lot of it, but it's never, it's really overdone by him. But what's good about it is when I was watching this, and for the first time watching this, I realized it's like none of the other characters react
Yeah.
crazy like he does, which
Right.
is it kind of balances it. Everyone's kind of shocked at what kind of person he is in the movie. You can
Mm-hmm.
see even the actors are like, oh, I did not know he was going to do that.
And I think originally Al Pacino's character was supposed to have a coke problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
yeah, well,
That's still-
fucking
probably
Pacino being the method actor he
yeah,
is.
probably really did have one.
Maybe they wrote that, but some of the scenes I know when he's like yelling, especially the scene where he goes and talks to the black guy in like the chop shop or whatever, where he's like interviewing
Yeah.
Yes.
something. Oh,
Yeah.
that scene is so funny. Where the guy is just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yep.
Just Pacino's just yelling at the top of his
Or when he
lungs.
screams at Hank.
Yeah.
Right ass.
Cause she's got a great ass.
that
you-
was great.
You can tell Hank Azari's like, "What the
Yeah,
fuck?"
yeah,
he's like,
that was actually
That was
real
ad-libbed,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that was ad-lib, and that's just peak fucking Pacino.
Great improv. Yes.
Just for a line that didn't need to be said, but thank God he said it. Yeah. Oh, she's got a great ass. Oh, he just yelled. He's like, "What the fuck is happening?" Yeah.
Dennis Haysbert was in this too, and we've seen him a lot because we saw him in the one we reviewed 2 weeks ago. Or no, 7. Wasn't he in 7? The Allstate guy.
No, he's in Kodachrome.
Kodachrome. That's
Kodachrome,
right. That's
yeah,
what it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kodachrome.
He plays a good character in this.
He
too.
does. Very good character.
It's the one character that I've seen him play where he's not like this. I don't know, this like business figure or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
where
yeah.
he's like always running something. This is
Right.
the one where he's just like a down and
Ex-con,
out.
just
but-
trying to
yeah.
find a job and got tired of his shitty fucking cook job. His boss was a dick.
Oh yeah.
I would have quit too. I would have thrown that right in his face.
It just sucks though that he's dead 3 minutes after that.
Yeah.
I know it did suck.
He was a guy, but again, that's pretty realistic.
Realistic.
Where not everyone gets away or whatever.
And you know what? I
one got
actually
away.
really
Yeah.
appreciated that more than anything else because I really thought that character was going somewhere.
Yeah, exactly,
Because they
yeah.
showed him in the beginning, and
And it
they're
showed him
kinda
with his
just-
wife and everything.
Yeah.
They're building on their relationship, but then it just
I like that.
it really just showed you how shitty it was to be a con and trying to get out
Yeah.
and trying to do work.
Well, did you notice too when his boss, the first time he showed up to that job, he says he gets 25% of his cut for
Yeah.
being a con.
Yeah, and
which
he
is
said
fucked up.
do anything. I'll call you bro. I love when he just fucking tosses that
Well,
guy.
yeah.
He throws him
Yeah.
like, where are you going? Get out
the
of my
fuck
way.
out of my way. I'm tired of your shit.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And it has Danny Trejo in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Which-
it wasn't supposed to. He got the job because he got hired on as a consultant because
Yeah.
he like went to jail for
That was
robbing
before
and shit.
Danny Trejo was Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
And, like, and It's so funny because he looks exactly the same. Like that
Oh, yeah,
face.
he's the
He just
same
looks a
all
little
the time.
skinnier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
his
you mean that
face-
was before him? Like before he went to prison?
That was before he got really famous, Danny Trejo. That's
Yeah.
before he was like a household name or whatever.
Really?
He
I didn't
wasn't
know
an-
that.
He wasn't really an actor when this movie was, because he got hired on as a consultant because of his criminal background.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he met with Pacino and Kilmer, and they were like, "We gotta put this guy in."
Oh, so this was his first movie then?
I'm not sure if it was his first movie. He might. I don't. When did Fuck.
Spy Kids?
Spy Kids is great.
No, not Spy Kids.
I used to love those
the
as a
one
kid.
with Antonio. Desperado.
Desperado and what's the one? Until Dawn.
Oh, From Dusk Till
From
Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, he's in that. I think that's a little later.
Yeah,
I think both
he
those are-
started his career in '83.
Yeah,
But I mean, he wasn't in anything.
And what's weird is his name is Trejo.
Yeah,
And
it's literally Trejo.
They call him. Yes.
That's so
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, that's his name, and that's even his character in the fucking credits. It's just Trejo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just every performance in this movie is great. It's just they got the best out of everyone.
They did.
It seems like. Or Michael
And it-
Mann, the director, who's amazing. He just, I don't know, all these pieces just worked super well together.
I felt every character was very grounded too.
Yeah.
Like just the most realistic version of every single character possible.
Exactly. No one seemed like they were actors.
Right.
To me, that's what I thought.
Or superheroes. Either,
Yeah, exactly.
you know?
Yeah.
That first opening scene is that sets the tone of the movie where they do their first hike.
Yeah.
And they're all in the
Yes.
ski mask. That's the scene that I saw when I was a little kid, and I never forgot about that scene because that scene's unbelievably tense. It's crazy.
fuck yeah, it is.
I like how everything they do was like on a timer. Everything is
Yeah.
like we gotta
Yeah.
go
Yep.
now.
As soon as a call was made, they had 3 minutes.
Yeah,
they
they
knew
knew. Yeah,
everything. They were
exactly.
smart.
And that guy fucking shooting the security guard or whatever.
Yeah.
I like that he shot him, and then after they knew that they had to kill everyone there
Right.
to get rid of that fucking idiot. What was that guy's name in it? It was like Monroe or
That was Wayne Grow.
Wayne Grow.
Waingro, yeah.
That guy.
Played by Kevin Gage, yeah.
And again, it's like this movie is like it's characters you would never really get a backstory to. And I think in this movie, like we got kind of a backstory where that guy was like a serial killer.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in a serial rapist too. Yeah, he'd rape and
where
kill
that
those
guy-
women.
And that seems like it's a huge plot.
Yeah.
That seemed like that could be a main thing, but that was just like a side plot to this movie.
I know it was
Yeah.
weird. Yeah,
And-
it could have definitely taken
Yeah, it could've
over.
been- and even
Yeah, it
with
could've been the
the-
main story.
And with the guy who like he tries to set them up at one point, the guy who they stole the thing from.
Yeah.
They're doing the drop, like that could have been its own
Yeah.
story or whatever, but that was kind of a side story too.
Yeah, that was good too. That
Yeah.
was who was that played by? That guy's pretty
He's in
famous too.
fucking everything.
Yeah.
He's in Dark Knight.
Yeah.
William Fichtner, Fichtner. He's in everything under the sun.
But I really like that scene. I like that scene when he calls him and he's like, "Forget about the money."
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Wasn't he there?" He's like, "No, just forget about it."
Yeah.
And that scares the guy more than anything. He's like, "It's a lot of money." But I love that scene when he's like, "I'm talking to a dead man."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then that guy, like, 30 minutes later, we see he's like living in his office. He like doesn't
Yeah,
leave. Or
doesn't want to leave or
So
anything.
scared,
Hell yeah, I would be too. I'd be terrified.
Yeah, but that scene, that's a really great scene too when they're getting set up, and it's another scene that's super fucking tense where Val Kilmer and everyone is there sniping at him and
Yeah.
everything. Like that could have easily been the end of fucking Robert De Niro's character.
Yeah, I could have.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Scenes like that were amazing. What else you guys like about it?
I really like the scene where they set up Al Pacino and the cops. I thought that
Yeah.
was brilliant.
Yeah.
Over
That
at
was
because they were trying to figure out. They're like, why are we here?
Yeah,
There's
they're
crates.
pointing
All
in
they
this
do is take
direction.
checks.
I know, and then,
So good.
and
He's
then Robert
taking
De
pictures
Niro's
of
like
them.
30 feet above him.
He's taking pictures. That was
Yeah.
brilliant.
It's like, yeah, Pacino figures out, I know what they're doing. You want to know what they're watching?
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
And man, are those cops fucking dumb? They screw up everything.
Yeah, they did screw up quite a bit. Yeah.
I mean, the part where like, remember they're watching him and they're at the break-in.
Yeah,
like,
they're
watching
breaking and
it.
entering. Yeah, they could have locked him up for 6 months.
Oh, yeah,
and he
for
was
sure.
like, no, fuck that.
Or even if they let him go and they saw them steal whatever they're stealing, you could have locked him up for even more.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that guy just sits down
Idiot.
yeah.
Screwed it up. Screwed the
Yeah.
pooch big time.
I
you
thought
gotta
Pacino's character was gonna go off on that. Dude.
So did I. How do you
was
not
waiting
feel
for
like
it.
a piece of shit doing that? I mean, literally ruining a giant operation.
Oh,
you
it's
had
huge,
him
yeah.
dead to
Oh, it's
rights,
huge, yeah.
man. You go and sit down like a dummy. You idiot.
But Robert De Niro's character is amazing in this because he's like a career criminal and everything, but
Yeah.
he knows fucking
Everything.
and he
Very
knows
detailed.
He knows the rules exactly. He knows exactly. Like he keeps repeating whatever that one guy told him. How if you can't leave in 30 seconds, you
Yep.
got to cut all ties or
Yeah.
whatever. And that ends up fucking screwing him. The one rule that he keeps, the whole time, that screws everyone. But Robert De Niro, he's unbelievable. He takes these roles super fucking
So
serious.
good.
Yeah,
A national treasure?
he is a national treasure for sure. Besides, and then after this, he plateaus into
Well,
comedies.
I kind of get it though because in all of his early movies, look how much fucking
Darkness.
work he has
Yeah.
to put in. Just the amount of work that he puts on himself to give it the best. So then later in life, he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it easy.
gonna have
do
fun.
some comedies, work with some fun people.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, man.
and it is him putting that work on himself.
Yes.
Because like we know, it's him that he's just way smarter than I think he gets. Really, he's just a genius. I mean, he knows like that. We'll talk about. But one of my favorite scenes is the scene where him and Pacino sit down at the table or whatever,
Yep.
and it's just that 2 camera angle where it goes
Yeah.
back and forth, and they're just normal guys. And
Well, and
it's
there's a lot behind that scene, too.
there's a ton behind that
Yeah.
scene. And that, even though that scene's not a scene where anyone's getting shot or whatever, that is always one of my favorite scenes of the
Yeah.
movie. Because it's so fucking... And that was Robert De Niro. He wanted to not rehearse it or anything.
Yeah.
He wanted to just go into like they didn't know each other.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what it felt like.
And that's why they
didn't
did
know.
the 2 cameras, too, so
Yeah.
that way it was fluent, so they were more, they could improv more.
Yeah, and they wanted to
'cause
keep
they
it.
could,
They wanted to
edit
keep it
it
as
together.
much as to like where it was just like an actual meeting.
Right.
They wanted to have like least amount of cameras in there.
Yep.
And that's what that was one take. Uh-huh. Is that insane?
Isn't that crazy?
One take?
Yeah.
That was a long fucking take too.
Yeah. You know that restaurant closed up in 2014, but they used to do that for customers where you could sit at that actual
I would
table.
love to because this
God,
and
that would have been so amazing.
This scene is very famous, but that scene when the dialogue between them about how you don't have anyone, we're just mean like regular
Yeah.
guys or whatever, and he's like, and then eventually Robert De Niro's like, well, let's twist that around. He's like, what if you get in my way? And he's like, I'm not gonna hesitate. He's like, you will not get in my way.
Yep.
And then you kind of see like, oh, Pacino's, he's kind of scared there because he does have things like a wife and a stepdaughter and whatever.
Well, and he told Pacino, too, I'm not going back either.
Yeah.
And that comes into play later on.
Absolutely. But that dinner scene is a scene I could watch over and over again because it's just fucking perfect. Everything about it. Yeah.
Everything, yeah.
And Pacino, he's not yelling at all. That's a one good thing is he takes it down a lot because he knows that meeting and just when he pulls him over,
Yeah.
that's a very tense scene and everything. But just being able to meet with like the criminal that you're hunting or whatever, it's a very odd thing, but they do it very, very well. Could have been a shootout right there.
Could have been.
And then after he leaves and goes back to the police station, he finds out that they've lost tabs on everyone.
Exactly, which
Yeah.
which just and again that it's so cool to me because they were just that just means Robert De Niro and them were just waiting to get rid of these tails, because they could have got rid of them at any time.
Anytime.
But they lose all of them. He's like, I was having a coffee with the guy half an hour ago. What do you mean you lost him? But yeah, smart. And then even again the detail with everything, it really goes into it. But he's saying that he got away because he went to LAX and they can't fly over or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's all really fucking smart. It's the perfect crime. We should
It
just
is.
copy it.
We should.
We'd be
Let
buying
us.
it.
I would love to have more money than I currently have.
Any other scenes? Should we talk about the big shootout?
Yeah,
Let's.
Was that your guys' favorite scene?
Oh, by far.
Hell yeah.
Well, that
it was
and
so
the
good.
opening scene.
Yeah.
Those two for sure.
But that shootout with the fucking how loud the guns are, that's
Very loud.
probably the most realistic gunfight I've ever
Well,
seen.
it's because they actually they set up not cameras, but microphones everywhere to capture that instead of editing in gunfire, which a lot of movies do.
Yeah, dubbing it in.
Yeah,
after.
Yes.
Which they always do, but it's always like 1/10 of how loud it
Yeah.
really is. It's just a pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Where these ones you can fucking hear like the echo off the buildings
Yeah,
and
you can.
everything. And being downtown LA, they build it perfect. But you could just, I had to turn down my TV because that scene gets so fucking.
It got really loud.
I
Yeah.
was so pumped.
I was shocked.
Had my
do, yeah.
sound bar going.
That's
it was
one.
loud as fuck.
That's one where you want to watch like
Damn.
in Blu-ray or something with surround sound
Yeah.
or something because those scenes are just fucking definitely. And that's never shown in a movie how loud guns are.
No.
Like when people shoot a gun like indoors or something, it's deafening.
Oh, it's fucking
If you shoot
really
if
loud.
you shoot a gun in a car, the windows are gonna shatter.
Yeah.
Or whatever. If it's all closed, but they never show that. And this is the one movie where it's just the loudest thing ever. And
When
even
you want to talk about authenticity, they never had a soundstage for that fight scene. It was actually shot
yeah.
in areas, like different parts of cities.
in LA, which
Yeah.
is insane. Yeah, that's crazy to me. And they paint LA perfectly in this movie. I mean, they do it right. The cinematography is awesome in this. But
It
yeah,
really is.
that shootout scene, man. When he grabs the girl,
Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and I'm just like, what the fuck is
You're talking about the little child, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
he grabs, and then Pacino takes the shot.
Yeah.
He took it anyway. I know. I'm like, you
Crazy
crazy
cokehead.
motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure that you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, I'm pretty
But
sure.
I mean, it
yeah.
worked out, I guess. So.
Well, yeah, luckily it's a movie. I'm telling the fucking LAPD,
That
though, do
child
not
is
be taking that
scarred
shot.
for life.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
God.
what the sense I get is at that point, it's like you just got to end it at any point. Because
Yeah.
just think of them firing. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
think
they've
of
killed
all think of all the shots that are just missing and going into buildings and
Yeah.
everything. I mean, it's
Well,
'cause
you saw those police cars. They're all bolted up.
exactly
man.
torn to
Yeah.
shreds, which I thought was awesome. But even when they're like shooting and having the firefight, if you look in the cars, there's like people hiding in.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, what if it's just because you're shooting, it's just a spray of bullets.
Yeah.
There had to have been a lot of fucking casualties.
Casualties, yeah. Well, didn't they say 4 dead, 10 injured?
Oh,
afterwards?
they did say that? Yeah. Which, yeah, that is a shit ton.
I don't know why I remember that weird fact, but I do.
Oh, good job.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You know what that scene really
I'm starting to
reminded,
wake up. That's what it is.
That scene really reminded me of that like 44-minute shootout that actually happened in real life.
Yeah. Which, the one that
You mean that famous heist back in the day? Yeah.
It happened at the bank, and they
Yeah.
got in a shootout with the cops for
That was
almost
fucking
an
insane.
hour.
And they recorded the thing in a
Yeah.
helicopter. Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Why did they take the shot from the helicopter? A sniper or someone?
I don't know.
And those guys were body
They're
armored to the
barter
T
armored
though,
up,
yeah.
dude.
Because they had gotten shot a lot, but just kept moving.
That's what I like about this. We say about the details, but when you see them robbing the bank or whatever that
Yeah.
they're robbing at then, they all are wearing vests, but they all have like 50 fucking clips of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which again goes back to the
Exactly,
realism,
because
you
in
know?
most movies, the heroes have endless amounts of ammo.
Yeah.
But it
For,
doesn't
like-
show them even having it or reloading.
Or reloading
and
ever.
This movie shows both.
This
It
movie shows
does.
both. Absolutely,
Yep.
yeah. It's just the most realistic portrayal of a heist that I can imagine, and it is when you're watching it, you're like, "Fuck, what is happening?" Because it shows the chaos of a gunfight, I guess, really well. Again, that's probably why the Marines
Yeah.
show because it shows the chaos of it. But yeah, the gunshots deafening, so fucking loud. It must have been and again, you can't even hear because they're like yelling at each other the entire time, and you can't hear
Can't
what
really
they're
hear
saying.
what they're saying
yeah.
at all. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Then Val Kilmer gets fucking clipped.
Yep. God damn it.
Goddamn Kilmer. He was always gonna go though.
Damn shame.
Hey, he recovers though. He's the only one that gets out alive.
Yeah, they take him to fucking Jeremy Piven
Yeah.
to get him. There's so many famous people in this. Yeah, it takes him to Jeremy Piven to get patched up. Yeah, crazy. What do you guys think about the end?
You know what I thought was weird is,
Suiting for a 90s film. That's
Yeah.
all I'll say.
but just to wrap up on Val Kilmer's character, when he gets away and he gets pulled over, do they not have a picture of what this guy looks like? Because yeah, he cut his hair,
Same thing I thought.
but
Yeah.
Still looks like Val Kilmer.
Are you talking about this where his wife goes like this?
Yeah,
And then they
and
pull
then
him over.
pull him over.
Yeah, that's the same thing I thought
Gives
too.
him a fake ID or whatever. It's like,
Very
do you not
strange.
know what the guy looks like?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't. Did they have any pictures of them though? Like, were any of them? Was Val Kilmer a criminal before? Did they ever establish that? Did they have any picture?
they knew everybody's
Yeah, they
name.
knew
Oh yeah,
everyone.
they knew
Yeah.
everything
They
about
knew-
everyone.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, you think?
Because that was after the surveillance of them attempting to rob that place, but then backing out because they heard the truck.
Well,
so they
him
knew
even
about
before
him.
that.
Well,
though.
yeah, even before that, but yeah.
Yeah, they knew who everyone was because of who was it? How'd they know? How'd they figure it out?
Because remember,
Yeah,
Slick, yeah,
yeah.
in the very beginning.
Yep, Slick and his brother. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
forgot about
Pacino
that.
shows up to that one guy and he's just like, "Oh yeah, I know this guy," and he's like, "You wasted my fucking time." And he gets up and says
Yeah, and
something
he's
about
like-
Slick.
He's
and
like,
he was
whoa,
like,
Slick,
what?
in very Pacino fashion.
Yeah, very yes.
Just chewing his gum, so annoying, the most annoying way possible.
I love it though.
I do
love
too. I
Pacino.
love too. Yeah, Pacino's
There's just
awesome.
something about him.
It's crazy to see his like, I don't know, his
His
history
arc?
of movies. Yeah, his
Yeah.
arc where
Yeah.
he's in Godfather, he plays it very down toned or whatever. But in this, he's just very fucking flamboyant, yelling at the top of his lungs at every point he gets.
He's been pretty active though.
Yeah, and not in the good way, I would say.
No.
In the worst way possible. He did that one with Adam Sandler, the Jack and Mary one or whatever.
Jack and Jill. I
Jack-
don't know how in the
He
hell.
was in that.
Yes.
I never
I
watched
never
that.
watched
I never
it
saw
either,
it
but I
either,
heard
no,
about
but
it.
he-
I didn't know he was in that.
He plays like the character. He might play
must owe
himself.
it a favor.
He honestly might
He
play
does
himself.
play himself in this. It's Al Pacino playing Al Pacino. Yeah.
It's so bad, yeah.
But
Wow.
him playing Jimmy Hoffa is going to make up for all of it in The Irishman.
Hopefully, yeah.
Who I cannot wait for that.
Oh, I can't wait either. I am more than excited.
Did you see that movie was Netflix's highest budget, but it was just they're giving what's his name who plays Deadpool?
Ryan Reynolds.
They're giving him $150 million movie for Netflix. That's his budget that's coming out.
Sweet. Do we know what the movie's about?
It's probably gonna be some fucking rom-com.
Oh, come on. No, not $150 million.
It'll probably be.
I'm curious. Are you a Ryan Reynolds fan or not? You swing back and forth. I want to know.
It's
a-
difficult.
Because I
It
fucking
is
like
difficult.
Ryan Reynolds.
It's a great question.
I like
It's
him
a
a
great
lot. I think
question.
comedic timing surpasses a lot of others.
I just don't think he's ever gonna win an Oscar. I don't think. There's some movies I love with Ryan Reynolds, and there's some movies I can't stand. He's just always playing himself, I guess. You know, he's
Yeah.
always playing.
Yeah.
He's
I've never.
pretty much always the same guy.
I would love to see him in a movie that he really has to be someone different.
Right.
Something sad or dramatic or something. But he's very likable. I mean,
Yes.
he's
Yeah.
very
Yeah, yeah,
likable.
yeah.
That's the problem.
Because anytime I see his movies, I always enjoy watching them. Even if it's not the best movie ever, it's still like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
like it 'cause
really
it's funny.
don't like rom-coms, and he does a lot of rom-coms.
Yeah.
But
He hasn't been in one in a while.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is good, and I love Deadpool. But I
Yeah,
love.
I
Have
like-
you guys seen the movie
I
Just
like
Friends?
the occasional.
Yeah.
Yes,
I love Just
I love
Friends.
Just
It's
Friends.
hilarious, yeah.
That's where
I watch it
I
every-
really got to know who he was. Yeah,
I watch
when
that
was younger.
every Christmas, but I really love Just Friends. He's hilarious.
So good. Him in that fat suit.
Yeah.
So funny.
He's hilarious.
With
seen
braces.
Oh yeah, Waiting's great
Waiting
too. Yeah,
is a great Ryan Reynolds movie.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I think when he's, I don't know what makes a good Ryan Reynolds movie from a bad.
Oh,
Ryan
Waiting. Yes, I've seen this one. This one's amazing.
Definitely
It's
an
the-
R
Yes.
rating helps. Him,
Yeah,
for sure.
And the writing. I mean,
Yeah.
the writing. Maybe he just shouldn't ever be in a rom com. Maybe that's the thing.
Maybe.
I've never seen a good rom com with. He was in Proposal with what's her name.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
I did not enjoy that.
I don't remember much from that one, honestly. I
My
don't.
mom watches it all the fucking time.
Does she really? She loves it. Yeah.
Yeah,
All the time.
all the time.
This is a random. But did you guys like the Will Smith Hitch back in the day? That rom com.
I liked
liked
Hitch.
that one.
I like Will Smith, and I fucking love
Kevin James. Yeah.
He's one of my just top tier. I watched it. He just
Really?
He just had a Netflix special come out, and it was pretty fucking good.
Was it?
actually.
He
Yeah.
is. He's good stand up. I've always
Yeah,
hated stand up,
he's
but I
hilarious.
fucking hate Paul Blart.
Well,
Would you see a Paul Blart 3?
I didn't even see 2. I saw the first one. I did not
Okay,
see
did you
the
guys
second
like
one.
that MMA one that he made? I actually like that one.
I did not mind it.
I-
I thought
yeah.
it was funny.
It wasn't my favorite.
It was
Well,
not
no,
my
it was
favorite.
not my
but I
favorite.
definitely liked it.
He's not. Kevin James is for some reason. I love one of my favorite shows, sitcoms of all time is King,
King
of
of
Queens.
Queens, yeah.
Such a
I've-
good sitcom.
I
one of my
watch
favorite
reruns
shows.
of that.
Oh, so do
constantly.
I.
That is,
Yeah.
by far one of the top sitcoms that's ever been.
But
made.
the big part of that's because of Arthur.
yeah,
Jerry Stiller is so damn.
I
But
got
yeah,
a picture with Kevin James.
do you really?
Yeah, I do.
bastard.
Yeah, Kevin James. Yeah,
I love
like him.
Kevin James.
I wish he would go. Yeah, he actually did go back and do a show. I didn't like it very much.
Nah,
I'd fine with him just doing stand up. I did not like, or I didn't hate. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Which
that
a
one
lot
was
of people
good. That one
hate.
was
A lot of
funny.
people hate, but yeah,
I thought that was funny.
I thought that was right before Adam Sandler started going downhill
Yeah,
for me.
that was like his last.
Okay, you guys have to check out his new one though. It was so fucking good on Netflix. It really was.
My
The,
mom watched
the
it
one
and
with
said
the
it
big
was
family.
terrible.
Yeah, that's fucking Michelle Falk said that. And she watches The Proposal
I don't
every
know.
goddamn day.
I really liked the other one. I thought it was good. I thought the humor was funny in it. I liked it. I
We'll
might
try
pick
it.
it. Yeah, I might pick it just to see what you guys thought of it. I'm not gonna pick it. I already watched it, but I don't want to watch
you
it
might
again.
be disappointed.
I don't like to watch movies twice very often. It's very rare that I like to watch them twice.
Oh, yeah, same.
Especially back to back, because I just watched that one a couple weeks ago.
I have quite a few movies that I watch a lot.
Well, yeah, like Star Wars is my exception, so I can watch those all the time.
Those,
but Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I watched
There's
Blade
just
like
there's
once a
so
year.
many good movies out there.
I know that
that
it's
you-
hard to rewatch.
That's really hard. I know
Yeah.
that's the biggest
It's
problem.
like,
for
do I
me.
want to invest 2 hours of my time to rewatch something I've already watched?
Or do I want to discover something
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
just fucking amazing that I've never discovered before? That's because there's so many, and even for me, for someone that's watched a lot of movies, there's so many movies out there.
There's
that
so
I
much
haven't
content.
Watched.
Yeah.
I mean, like the peak of my knowledge is like 80s through now.
Yeah.
And then there's so many good movies from the 70s and the 60s. There's just so many sci-fi movies, stuff like that. But yeah, it's hard for me to rewatch a movie back to back.
Yeah. Speaking of that, quick side note: Ready Player One. A lot of pop culture references. You were right. The book.
Oh, did you finish it?
Yes, I did finish it. Yeah.
Did you like the book more than the movie?
A lot more dark. A lot
Yeah,
darker.
I
A
like
lot
it a lot,
darker
yeah.
than the movie, but I liked the book a lot.
I
I like the movie too, though.
IOI is really awesome in the book.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
really
Yeah.
fucking dark in the book.
Yeah,
it's like
and,
slave labor.
yes,
They
it
never
is.
get into that in the book really, or in the movie. There's a lot more. I told you the challenges are a lot weirder in
Yeah.
the book where you have to like reenact.
It was like
war
indentured
games.
servitude too, where like you had to pay it off.
Yeah,
and
it was
nuts.
fucked up. Yeah, I wish they would have put more of that into the.
Yeah, so do I. I kind of wish it would have been just a little. I mean, it didn't have to be super dark, but it could have been a little bit more. They could have showed some of that, negative side effects.
For
of
sure. And I thought
IOI.
they made what's his name? His name is Oz in the book.
Wade.
No, Oz is the guy who's like Halliday's co-founder, or whatever.
Oh, yes, yeah.
He helps him a lot more in the book than he
A
does.
lot more.
Because
in the movie, yeah. Who did they get? What's his name
Simon
again?
Pegg.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Simon Pegg, and they barely used him in the. But he was used so much more in the
Big
book.
Simon Pegg news.
Ooh,
He's writing a horror.
Oh
Comedy.
yeah, Iron Slaughter.
a horror comedy.
Can't fucking wait.
Well,
Yeah.
it should be good.
He's getting back to his roots.
There we go.
Mission Impossible is over.
Knock it
Let's
off.
move on.
For now.
For now, yeah.
And
For
what
now.
about Star Trek and everything else he writes and everything?
Well, yeah, but
He's a huge-
when's the last time you did the comedy stuff?
Can we get another Star Trek film already?
It's been a while.
I know, dude. I really enjoy the Star Trek films.
I only really enjoyed the last one.
I've liked them all. I don't know. I like that sci-fi shit. I hate the whole feud between Star Wars and Star Trek. I like them both. Definitely don't know as much about Star Trek, but I like watching the movies.
You didn't like the Cumberbatch one?
No, wasn't my favorite. I've seen the older Star Trek movies,
So
the
have I.
Wrath of Khan and stuff. and
I've seen all of them.
For one, that was ruined. For one, that was fucking ruined for me when Cumberbatch came out way early and actually called his character Khan. Because remember, there was supposed to be a big surprise that he was
yeah.
supposed to be Khan or whatever, but he ruined it like 5 months before it came out.
What a dick.
He really fucking he Spider-Man did up.
Spider-Man the shit out of that, didn't
Yeah, we're like they don't tell that guy like anything
Holland,
anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're like they refuse to let him read the script.
he? That's so funny.
I saw a picture. It was like, why does Tom Holland look like in every scene he has no idea what's going on in Avengers? And then he commented, he's like, it's because I don't. He's like,
I don't even give him the dialogue.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what's happening ever.
He's just giving him cue cards off to the side the second.
That's so funny.
Don't even want to show him dialogue.
I think they really do. I mean,
I know.
You couldn't put that guy in a fucking Star Wars movie.
Oh God, no.
Oh my god.
Not that I wouldn't like to see him in one.
No,
but
no,
just
he-
because he couldn't keep his mouth shut,
yeah.
he'd ruin everything.
Could you imagine
for
if he
everyone.
was in Solo? We would have known Darth Maul was in it. Like,
Oh, fucking 6 months
Year
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
That sucks because it was really only that one time that he screwed
I
it up.
know.
But now, like, no one
one
but it was
trusts him
it was a
anymore.
big screw.
It was. But you know, you got to think all that media that they do,
And
all those
and
fucking
that was his-
interviews.
that was
It's got to be
his,
so
like-
hard not to slip
That was
up.
his, like,
well,
really big.
You post that clip of Mark Ruffalo slipping up.
Yeah. Mark Ruffalo slipped up too, dude. It's that
Oh, it
press
can happen
shit's
to
hard
anyone,
to
yeah.
do. Like that is daunting shit. I mean, I've never done it, but it's
Especially if
daunting
you're
just
surprised
over and over
by
and
a
over.
question.
Yeah.
Then you just like, I mean, all that shit's
Well, think
in
about
your
it.
head.
We're on a
you-
podcast for 2 hours, you know, and then we screw up. Could you imagine doing that every single day, getting interviewed?
No,
like that's just nuts.
That's why if I ever became a huge actor, I would not do a press tour because that press tour they're doing the same interview
over and over
for like every like small like news outlet. Like sometimes they have them here in Portland. Where,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like, they do. I'm like,
Well, they just did the Bill Hader show here in Portland not 2 months ago. They did like the
Yeah.
premiere or whatever where he showed up.
But like the local news channels, like even do interviews and stuff.
Right.
Like they're on KBTV all the time interviewing actors. But
Yeah.
like it's the same thing over. And when someone throws in a new question, it just really fucks them.
yeah, I bet it would.
And by the end of the press tour too, they're just so fucking done with everything.
Yeah.
They just
And like such a high stakes movie like the Avengers or Star Wars, like to have that added pressure
and
of
he
like
is
not
and
screwing
he
up.
really is a kid. I
Oh,
mean,
he
I think
is,
he's
yeah.
our age. Yeah, he's our age.
he's like
but-
20. Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would have folded under that pressure.
he is my
immediately.
favorite fucking Spider-Man though. Like he is so good.
Yeah.
I love him as Spider-Man. Like
He's Stan
perfect.
Lee's. He's Stan Lee's favorite.
Well, that's because that's who Spider-Man was supposed to be, a high school kid.
Yeah,
yeah.
and you can tell he just has so much damn fun with
Mm.
that movie. So much.
Till he dies. Spoiler alert.
Whoa.
He fucking dies.
Oh.
Now, what if someone
What if
listens
someone?
to this?
Yeah, I didn't know because we were talking
Fuck
about
him.
Heat
Fuck him.
and haven't seen the Avengers yet.
It's Tom Holland.
no.
If we talk Tom Holland, we're gonna have to spoil
Hey,
everything.
by the time this one's released, it'll be out for a month. If you haven't seen Infinity Wars by then fuck off.
Yeah, that's true.
If
Yeah.
Tom Holland hasn't spoiled it for you yet, then I'm here to do
Ca-
it for you.
then Cash Kraus is. Yes.
All right, well, shit, let's get back to Heat.
Yeah, let's get back to Heat.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of briefly brought this up, but I was very, very impressed, I guess, with Val Kilmer's performance in this because I wasn't a big 90s guy. I love these 90s movies. I just watched Jackie Brown. I finished it. Fucking great movie.
Jackie Brown's awesome.
Great
Yeah,
movie.
That's a great Tarantino movie.
But like I'm starting to get into these 90 movies now, and Val Kilmer was actually pretty good in this movie. But the only thing I saw him in is The Snowman, and I was like, God, this guy sucks.
You didn't see him as Batman?
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
you've
yeah,
seen him as
yes,
Batman.
I've seen him as Batman, but you got to understand, I was
Or
a kid when I saw
Tombstone?
that movie.
You haven't seen Tombstone?
No, haven't seen Tombstone.
What the fuck?
Nope, haven't seen Tombstone.
Well, then if you think Val Kilmer is good in this,
Oh
you're gonna
my
be like,
God.
because Tombstone was his like Oscar nominated
Yeah.
performance. Like,
Oh, really?
You need to watch that movie.
if Tombstone is streaming, that should be one of your picks. Because Tombstone
That good,
it,
huh?
it used to be on Amazon.
As
I don't
far
know
as
if it still
as far as
is.
westerns go, yeah,
is-
I think maybe
The fucking best, dude.
Yeah, I'll check.
I'm a diehard western
It's
fan.
long as fuck again, but it is
It's a
so
long-ass
good.
movie.
But it's
It
got
is so
Val
good.
Kilmer. It's got Kurt Russell with one of the best fucking.
And it's a
mustaches.
western with
and
Kurt?
and Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott and
Sam fucking
was
Elliott.
fuck
He just died.
Twister, yeah.
He just died.
What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Bill Paxton.
Bill
Bill
Paxton.
Paxton. It has a that's just vintage '90s right there.
Yeah,
and it has
93.
Billy Zane in it.
And it has what's his name? Who was dating Angelina Jolie?
Billy Bob Thornton?
Billy Bob
Yeah.
Thornton has a cameo
Yeah.
In
it.
this movie?
and it's
Yeah.
amazing. I'll just tell you, Kurt Russell slaps the shit out of him. Like, literally slaps him.
Damn. Okay.
It's a short cameo, too,
Yeah.
what's his name? Man, yeah.
Man, you gotta watch that movie, Mason.
Well, if it's streaming, we can pick it. I'll pick it as one of mine if we can find it.
You have to,
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, because if you were impressed, although this is one of Val Kilmer's best, but Val Kilmer plays. You never see when Val Kilmer played Jim Morrison, the Doors?
No.
Yeah, he plays Jim Morrison in the movie. The movie's called The Doors. It's a biopic. It's really good.
Fuck yeah. I never knew they made a Doors biopic.
What? Yeah, that's what really got me into it. He looks a lot like Jim fucking Morrison too. Yeah,
I'm so excited. I never knew. The Doors is one of my favorite bands of all
yeah,
fucking
the Doors
time.
fucking rock. Yeah. How have you done? Yeah.
How have I, because it was made in 91, and again, I told you I'm not too familiar with 90s films.
He wasn't allowed to watch anything as
Yeah,
a
I
kid,
know.
except for Winnie the Pooh.
Well, then, yeah, you would have definitely not been allowed to watch this.
God, I gotta watch this one tonight. I gotta find it. I don't care how much money it is. Is this movie worth it though? Is it good?
It's great. It's absolutely great. Yeah. If you like the Doors and if you
love
know
the Doors.
anything about Jim Morrison,
I know a ton about Jim.
then you'll really because Val Kilmer goes full fucking in.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Speaking of biopics about musicians, we have not brought up the fact that the Queen one has been advertising lately.
Oh my God, Freddie Mercury! Are you kidding me or what?
That's a movie I'm gonna have a ton of problems with because of
Why?
everything. Well, let's get into it then. Sacha Baron Cohen was originally supposed to play Freddie Mercury, which Sacha Baron Cohen is fucking amazing. He would have killed it, but the band didn't want anything with like to show the bad part of Freddie Mercury. Like how he was gay and how Freddie Mercury, he just loved to fucking party. That's the kind of guy he was. He wasn't a great guy, but the band did not want to show any of that. They only want to show, and they also want to show like apparently the second half of this movie is just how like the band moves on after Queen, because the band is who's in control of all of it now. But they said Sacha Baron Cohen really wanted to show like the AIDS epidemic and everything, really wanted to make a really realistic film. They didn't allow it.
And they just wanted to show the candy apple bullshit.
It. Yeah, and that's
it.
what I'm scared about. Yeah.
Oh, see that I don't like that. If you're gonna have a biopic, like it needs to be
Especially
real.
one of Freddie Mercury,
Yeah.
where it was
Not only that, but
insane.
we're all human. We're all fucked up in some sort of way. Like if you're gonna do a biopic about me, someday I don't know what for sitting down here, but if you do a biopic, like no, bring out the negatives too. You know, like
well, it's
don't
unrealistic
fucking just bring
to
out the positives.
Yeah, you
It
can't
doesn't make any sense.
paint a picture like he's fucking Jesus. He's Freddie Mercury. I mean, the guy, he's the most. Yeah, I mean, he was just smashing poons, smashing ass.
crazy.
So I'm a little worried about that. But I like
Yeah,
the
that makes
guy
sense.
who they have playing Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's good, but
I didn't know all that. So the band just like not want to sully his name, and that's why they choose to.
they
do
did.
that?
They thought it would be bad for, but if Freddie Mercury was around,
Man,
he
if
would
you're
want.
a fan of Queen and shit,
Yeah, and if you know anything about Freddie Mercury, you know
Yeah.
he didn't candy coat anything.
No.
He would have wanted one to show fucking
Yeah.
everything.
Well, not only that, but the whole like. It's 2018. Like we can't say that Freddie Mercury was gay. Like really?
Well, not even that, but it's like, yeah.
I don't get that. Like why not put that in the movie? That was a big part of his life. If he was, then it needs to be in the fucking movie.
And it makes for a good movie. A movie
Yeah,
needs conflict. I'm sure this
exactly.
one's going to have conflict, but I don't know what the conflict's really going to be about. But I'll go and see it. I just love Queen.
I hope it's really good. Yeah, Queen's
Yeah,
fucking
Queen's
amazing.
amazing. I know. Whenever I saw the previews, I was getting hyped up for this movie too. So
Yeah.
Well, sorry to break your guys' heart.
yeah, you did just a little
Damn
bit.
it.
Not
You guys
gonna lie.
Damn
you
you,
guys
Cash.
should kind of look into it though and see.
Yeah, I
'cause
will.
It is pretty interesting because I would have loved to see a Sacha Baron Cohen to do Freddie Mercury.
How do you spell Saw? Because I don't know who that is.
It's Borat.
Oh, okay. Duh.
He actually
SACHA.
looks a lot like him.
He
honestly.
does
Yeah, he
look
does.
a lot, and he can embody a fucking
Yeah.
character. He's
Yeah.
a great actor. Sacha Baron Cohen is. We should do one of his movies sometimes because he's a fucking method actor. When he does not break character the entire.
No, because you got to see some of that stuff in like Borat and stuff.
Yes.
It's like,
Oh, that's all.
holy
None of them.
shit.
That's not actors at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the length he's willing to go.
Right.
I love
It
Sacha.
sometimes could be dangerous.
Oh,
I mean, what he does.
the FBI was tracking him when he was here playing Borat. because they didn't know who he was.
You're kidding
Yeah,
me.
because he was going around with he was. Because he went around the entire country or whatever, that fucking ice cream van.
That's
with
true,
that
yeah.
with that other frat guy. And they do, although I think Pamela Anderson was kind of in it, when she's in one of the movie, you guys remember, he like kidnaps her.
Yeah.
Remember? He puts
Yeah.
a bag over her head, and like no one else knows though. Her bodyguards didn't know or anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's so insane.
Borat's awesome. I watched Borat when I was way too fucking young.
Same.
A very nice. How much?
My wife. Anything else about Heat though?
It had a $60 million budget, which I thought was
It's a lot for 1995.
yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
it's a
for
pretty
sure.
crazy budget for a '95 film.
But again, like we were saying earlier, how they filmed everything on location.
Yeah,
I'm guessing
yeah.
that was the big,
That was
like,
definitely-
to shut down whatever blocks of LA. Or
yeah,
whatever.
well, all the bank scene, they could only shoot in the bank on the weekend, so they had to like totally shut down
yeah.
on fucking Saturday. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and all those scenes, it's just so cool that all those scenes were shot there.
Yeah.
You know, man, that would be awesome. How crazy it would be to look out your fucking building, you see Val Kilmer running down the street. Shooting.
nuts.
And like, the sound is really, it's
Yeah.
the sound of the blinks, which is just as loud as regular.
Actual gunfire,
What's
yeah.
Val Kilmer doing down there? Yeah, no. Should we review it? Should we give this one a rating?
Yeah, we definitely can. I'll go first this time since I went last. This, again, one of my favorite heist movies ever, of all time. And I actually just watched a heist movie last night with my brother that was pretty good, too.
What was it?
It's called Den of Thieves. It's got 50 Cent
I
in
want
it.
to see that,
Bro.
I want to see that in theaters.
I'm thinking about picking it because it was
Isn't,
good. And it reminded me
Max
a lot of their...
Holloway's in that.
Yes,
too.
he is, yeah. But I like his role in it because it's not... He's in it, but it's not too much where it's like, oh my God, come on.
Isn't Woodley in it too?
I didn't see him in it.
Might be a different. He's in.
And I didn't watch the last 20 minutes of the movie, so I don't know what happens at the very end yet. But it was
Is it
fucking
on
good.
something?
No, Logan has it on his laptop. We were watching it. But
Yeah, I want to watch that.
it's a really good one. And a lot of those scenes reminded me of this movie. But overall, with Heat, this is one of my favorite heist movies of all time. The cast is great. The acting is phenomenal. The dialogue's, incredible. I mean, all these adjectives to describe this movie. So for me, 96, 97%. It's up there. It's one of the best ever. And even that 3% isn't... I think that 3% is kind of just, from whatever. What was the one thing you brought up earlier that we were like, oh yeah, the pulling
Val
over
Kilmer
scene
thing,
where they're
yeah.
like, they don't have pictures of them? That would be the only 3% I would take away, but that's like a little minor thing. This movie was just all around great. I enjoyed every minute of it, and every minute of it, it's 170 minutes.
Yeah.
Long ass movie, 2.5 hours. So, or 2 hours and 50 minutes. Never mind.
I'll go next. This movie is really hard to rate for me because it's just, like I said, it's the gold standard of heist movies. It's just so fucking exciting when you're there, when it feels like you're there and you're in the heist, and everything is so tense. You're not sure who's gonna get shot or who's gonna get killed. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to like point out a flaw or anything. So it's really, like I said, it's arguably the best movie on Netflix for me. And Godfather's on Netflix, Seven is on Netflix.
Yeah.
But this movie just stands out because it's unbelievable, everything about it. But I'll give it a 98. But that's only, I don't know why
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
not giving it 100.
I know
but
that's the same
mean,
reason for me too. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, I'm right there with you guys, 97, 98. I will say, like the Val Kilmer thing, not knowing what he looks like. But also, there was times when some of the dialogue was pretty cheesy, but that's the 90s action films for you.
But it was all said by Pacino, right?
Yeah.
Every
Most of it
every
was
bit of
Pacino.
dialogue that was cheesy, which I think is what you get. Which, to think if you went back in 1995 and saw this would be the first time you're seeing Pacino like this.
Right.
We're kind of used to it right now,
Yeah.
where we know he's kind of cheesy, but this is the where you're like, if you went back, they'd be like, oh, Pacino's kind of acting a little different now.
I like that he played a cop in this too, or detective, whatever.
Yeah.
I liked it.
No matter what, even though he does overact, he's still fucking Pacino. He's still unbelievable.
There's something about him.
Yeah, exactly.
I love heist movies, and this just knocked it out.
You would love Den of Thieves.
I want to watch it.
I know.
Have you guys ever seen?
That might be one of my
Inside
picks
Man?
since we're on heists.
Oh,
What?
Inside Man is
Inside Man's great
Yeah.
with Denzel.
Denzel, Clive
Holy
Owen.
shit. God, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
And
it's-
fucking
I love
that
Denzel
movie.
Washington.
Spike Lee directed. Yeah.
Yeah. Denzel Washington is my top guy. Anything that dude is in, I will go and see.
Well,
or try
Equalizer
to go and
2 is coming out soon.
see. Yeah?
If you guys haven't seen Michael Mann's other movies, Michael Mann who directs, he made his name for these gritty action heist
Yeah.
movies. But did you guys ever see Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx, where he's the
I think
taxi-
I have seen that.
I have, but it was a long time
long time ago.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
movie that
remember
I
that
think
movie.
is super fucking underrated. But Michael Mann directs that, and I love that movie. It's Tom Cruise. I love crazy ass Tom Cruise.
Michael Mann's also an actor, isn't he?
I don't.
He's been in a movie.
He's probably
I've
been
seen
in
him in
Boston, but
something.
he's always ranked like the top 100 of greatest actors. He's always in like the top 30.
Oh, never mind. Not Michael Mann. Sorry. He's got so much shit. I'm trying to find his directing. There it is.
Yeah, he's got a lot of producing.
Oh, he
credits.
did that Public Enemies, the one with Johnny Depp.
And he did Last of the Mohicans. Have you guys ever
Yeah,
seen
the
that?
Last of the Mohicans.
The Last of the Mohicans is fucking amazing. But,
Every time I hear that expression, I think of Joey Diaz. Because he always says it. You're the last of the Mohegans.
But yeah, and that's Last of the Mohicans is awesome. He has a really
And Ali, too.
He has a really
Ali.
distinct style of directing that you can almost always see in his movie.
I've yet to see this one. I want to see it so bad. The one
Ali?
who- yeah.
It's pretty good. Will Smith gained a bunch of weight for it. Too.
Oh, I bet he did.
He looks like
Yeah.
Ali, yeah.
Who was it? Hands of Stone. Remember that? But Usher looked like Sugar Ray.
100%.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think I ever even saw it. Hands of Stone.
We reviewed it.
We
on
reviewed
the
it on the
Did
podcast.
you not watch it?
No, but I think that was the
I
one he
think-
didn't watch. He was
yeah.
gone that week.
I think it was.
That
yeah.
was like
so-
last year.
I don't
That
think I
was
ever saw
such
it,
a
yeah.
good
Duran,
movie.
Robert Duran.
Roberto.
Roberto, whatever. Yeah. That's just me. Yeah.
Don't try to
Roberto
American-
Duran. I know. I tried to Americanize him.
Trying to whitewash the podcast.
Yes. Oh, God damn it. Got me red-handed.
No, yeah.
But yeah, that's a good movie. I like that movie. A lot of people didn't like it. I liked it. De Niro's in that one too. He plays the boxing coach. Yeah, I liked it.
I didn't see it.
I don't know
Anyway.
if it's still on Netflix or not, so it might be SOL.
Yeah. Well, is that it, boys? Did we all give our review? Is everything good?
I think
Everything's
so.
good.
Because I got to get to work. Yeah. So YouTube, HYSI, hashtag followed by any episode you're looking for. This one will obviously be Heat. Instagram, have you seen it? Twitter, Seen It Podcast. Cash is on Twitter. That's just Cash. Michael is WhatTheFulk63 on Twitter. Rate and review us on iTunes, guys. It'd be much appreciated. Like our videos on YouTube. Get involved. Send us recommendations, too, because we are also in the works
Yeah.
of trying to figure out a system where we
Send
can
us
get
your
our
favorite
audience more
movie,
involved. Yeah. So with that said,
Yeah, she's got a great ass.